In 2016, I was visiting some relatives in Maryland. Every so often I'd stop by and just relax with them. Where they live was somewhat suburban with forest land towards the back of their property. It was a fairly large wooded area, but I never really paid much attention to it. I said all that to give a picture of my surroundings on this particular night. It had to be between 11:30 and midnight. Anyway, we were talking when a strange feeling came over me, as though something bad was about to happen. I got up off the porch and began to scan the street. My cousins all the while talking, when I saw a creature that resembled a deer walk out onto the street. It was four-legged with way more muscle mass than any buck I ever seen. Its head was huge and fit its massive body. Height-wise, I'd say it was about 6.5 feet, maybe more. Its antlers were the strangest part to me, though. I mean, they were wide, way more so than I thought they should be. But they didn't really stick up like a regular deer. They curved and bent into 3 intricately grown stacks on top of each other. It was weird. It gave me the impression that it was some ancient beast that roamed the woods for hundreds of years. It was like this thing shouldn't even have existed. It didn't even have that timid, skittish walk like you see from most deer. It walked as though it was royalty and dared anyone to challenge it. It stopped in the middle of the street and just stared at me. So we both stood looking at each other for about 20 seconds or so. And it was as if it wanted me to know that it was there. Then, just as calm as it walked out, it turned and walked back to the direction it came. Now, of course, my cousins were too busy running their mouths to get off the porch and see it. So I'm the only one that got a good look at it. And when I tried to tell one of them, their drunk asses just said it was an old buck. Now, I'm by no means an outdoors man, but I've seen older bucks with gray hairs and huge antlers, and that thing was nothing like them. When I told an old coworker of mine from South America who's had encounters with the paranormal, she told me that the devil had decided to show himself to me that night. So that's my whole story from that night. I shared it because, in all honesty, I wish I knew what the hell that thing was. And hopefully, it wasn't the devil. But the way that year was for me, it might well have been.